Hey guys, welcome back to Chrysalis Invictus Tarot. If you're new here, welcome. I hope that you subscribe and like and comment and let me know how you felt about this reading. So I just did a really deep reading. I'm still shuffling cards here, but I thought I would come on and do my intro while I'm doing that. So I just did a really deep reading and I kind of wanted to do something more fun. So we're going to take a look at how you can better embrace your sexuality, like have a better sexual relationship with yourself or with others. I'm going to see what the cards say. This is rated 18 plus for the, mostly for the content of the Decameron Tarot, honestly. It is a very explicit deck. So it is not for even the faint of heart sometimes, but we'll see what cards come up. So I've chosen 3 different oracle decks to start us off. You can see pile number 1 here is the from the Crystal Wisdom deck, then the Making Magic deck, and pile number 3 is the Language of Flowers. So you can make your selections based on that while I'm calling in our guides, any energies or entities, ancestors, if you want your ancestors here, who might be able to help us with this information. So go ahead and choose your pile and I will meet you there. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose the Crystal Wisdom cards, and as you can see, I've pre-shuffled the tarot. So let's take a look at your oracle cards first. We have Herkimer. I don't know that I've pulled this before. I certainly have. Okay. Dreams. I am constantly manifesting in my dreams into reality. Okay, so this is already, I can tell that your fantasy life is going to be a huge part of the answer to this question. How can you have a healthier relationship with your sexuality? Life purpose, Amazonites. I am fully aligned to and living my life purpose. That's very interesting. So pile number 1, just a second. Okay, pile number 1, I can tell from this card from the Amazonites that you take your sex life very seriously. You take sexual connection very seriously. You don't take it lightly. If you have done the one night stand thing, it maybe just didn't pan out, or it doesn't pan out because yeah, you take your sex life very seriously. But because of this, it may be difficult to really delve into the fantasy of it, you know, like to let yourself go, to fully release into it. You did have a lot of cards from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So let's take a look at that. So we have number 5 of Swords. I'm going to pull out all the cards so I can get a full impression. 5 of Swords, Death, Scorpio energy here. It just got really loud. Yeah, so it's really hard to get out of your head, I can feel, and that can lead to some disappointing moments, particularly it's almost like you get in your head and then you lose your boner, even if you're a lady. I don't know how to put that. You get turned off, I guess is the way to put it. And it feels like you're always at war with your head. But let's see what else you have here. 3 of Swords. Okay, yes. It's like you don't want to give yourself over in case it doesn't work out because of how serious you take it. It's like, and there's a fear of actually other people's bodies, and it's because of this. It's like how people don't want to get to know, like, if they're always moving, they don't want to get to know a new home kind of thing, because you want to just like make a home out of someone's body essentially, and like really get to know it and be really intimate with it. So I'm really getting that there's a lot of being in your head. And the Eight of Chalices. Oh my gosh, there's so much fear of rejection here, and fear of it just not being for anything. Like, it's almost like you want to ascribe a life's purpose to every sexual encounter you have. But let's take a look at the other tarot cards. These are the more explicit ones. The advice cards. So we have the King of Cups. Excellent advice. We have the Sun. Yeah. And the Five of Pentacles. All right, so how can you embrace your sexuality? This is an interesting one because the answer is somewhat simple, but it's kind of complicated. Like, it's sort of, you will find it harder. It's easier for me to say. Easier said than done. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so with this King of Cups, he's just going for it, and they're having so much fun. And so the main advice is to have more fun with it, to not take it so seriously. And like I said, this is going to be easier said than done, to not take it so seriously, and to embrace experiences that you it's like doing it with the lights on. Embracing your body more freely. And reading more, or exploring more literature on things that you want to try. So that you can, it's almost like you're hijacking that mind portion, so that when you get into this space where you're getting into your head, you can, it's been hijacked by these stories or this literature. So like, throw yourself into researching how to give a great blowjob, or how to give a woman a great orgasm, and like, put your seriousness into your skill, I guess, and then allow that to come into the light. So having more fun, cracking more jokes around it, not taking yourself so seriously in the moment and at the time is really going to help. There's also an element of exploring beyond your comfort zone. But it's also good for you to know that you feel that there's got to be an emotional connection for you. That there has to be not only an emotional connection, but a rapport, like a sense of humor between you and another person. But I also think a sense of humor about yourself. Don't take yourself so seriously, you know, like, even oh my gosh, this card makes me laugh. And it's so funny that this came out as your advice. It makes me laugh because she's about to shove a, a screwdriver into this robot penis on a crocodile. So, you know, you know those situations? So like play, explore, bring play and exploration into it. Maybe even almost that like, because I see that you want to do that, but it's like you feel nervous about it. Like you want to fully explore someone, you want to explore here, especially I see that exploration, you're curious, but there's a fear that holds you back. What are your fantasies? Be honest about what your fantasies are. Further advice, 6 of water. Again, there's sense of humor and play. I see a lot of bums here. Just like, I just feel like you need to be stoked. Like if you're stoked, like if you're excited, like if you have someone like there with you, or if you're going to like be exploring your sexuality alone, just be really like exploratory and excited and fun and playful and find ways to be fun and playful. I think I'm going to leave it there for you. So that's the advice. I hope it was helpful. Take care. All right, my Making Magic pile. Let's take a look at what we have for you today. We have Labyrinth. Okay. And safe and happy travel. Yes. All right. So you have a very transcendent relationship with sexuality. You are my sex magicians. You are, you get to travel. You get to have really hot and steamy astral connections and like spiritual connection through your sexuality. Let's take a look at your cards. The 5 of Swords. Is this right? Nope. This is the wrong pile. How is this the wrong pile? What has happened? Aha! I found your pile. You do not have the 5 of Swords. You have, haha, the Knave of Chalices. That makes more sense. The 5 of Pentacles. Okay. And so 5 of Pentacles. Romance. We have the 8 of Spades. The Judgment. All right, so first of all, the message that I'm getting for you right away is don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. So if you have any hangups, it's time to explore those hangups. It's time to move through those hangups. If you're like, ew, gross, tongues or something, it's gonna serve you to get over that, okay? It's gonna be better to get messy. We have the 7 of Spades. And the Stars. All right. So your advice is to get freaky, to embrace the freaky side of yourself. You're romantic. You think a lot. And there's this sense of like, you hold yourself back from the experiences that you want because of it's like you hide aspects of yourself. You hide the freaky aspects of yourself, like being afraid of fully letting go, fully releasing, fully just like not paying attention to, like, I don't know. I knew someone who used to like put a towel down before she had sex, and like it's kind of that. It's like moving through stuff like that and just letting it happen more spontaneously, not overthinking it. What else do we have? We have the 9 of Earth. Okay, exploring yourself a lot more. So a lot more masturbation is needed here, or at least knowing and allowing yourself to want what you want. We have judgment again. So much judgment, releasing judgment about what it is that you're into. Like, but again, it's embracing yourself. I think that there's a fear here that other people will not accept what you're into, or that you it's like you observe that you orgasm harder, or you experience things more intensely, and so you think that maybe you're doing something wrong. 3 of Fire, yeah, just expand your horizons, explore, maybe doing things in a more open way, or having more conversations about your sexuality. The 10 of Water, and embracing all of your emotions. But really what I'm feeling here is allowing yourself to let go, to unclench, and to fully orgasm. Allow yourself to orgasm and explore yourself to find all the different ways that that works and all the different mechanisms within you. So safe and happy travels. This is a journey of discovery, but what you are going to discover is going to be so intense and so great. You're transitioning into a higher level of being and exploring your sexuality. So I'm going to leave it there. And I hope this was helpful. Take care. Pile number 3, welcome. We are in a race against the battery. So let's see what we've got for you here. Cactus flower, endurance, hold on, you can do this. Okay. And zinnia, absence. What is not here is the key. Okay, so how you can embrace your sexuality. What is missing from your sex life? There's an impatience. So when you're in sexual situations, like there's an impatience, like you want to get to the finish line. So what is your problem with foreplay? That's one of the questions that's being asked of you here. You have the Devil. Okay, so there's an addiction to instant gratification, or there's like you've become very efficient, or play by the rules. You have like a playbook for your masturbation techniques, and it's just kind of like needs to be shaken up a little bit. You need more variety. So maybe switching it up with the 6 of Pentacles. This is about, there's a bit of selfishness here. So when you're with someone else, you're just kind of like, you're not really thinking about, maybe it's the partners you're choosing. Like, choose partners that you actually want to pleasure and please, and you want to see them like come, like, and also valuing yourself in that way. So if it's the reverse, where you're just letting them kind of do their thing, what's missing? You know, why are you not getting to that place? and the Emperor. Okay, so definitely a lot of power dynamics going on here. So in your sexuality, owning your power, owning, and also owning like what you're attracted to. It's almost like you don't allow yourself to be with people that you're actually attracted to. Let's take a look at the advice from the Decameron. Yeah, the Two of Spades. Okay, so this is really like, again, about wanting to please someone, being selfless, but also wanting to give that to yourself. Taking your time, exploring, switching things up. We have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like, okay, so specifically for bodies, I feel like you are like attracted to a certain kind of body that you just don't allow yourself to be with for some reason. So maybe you're into like chubbier people or people with bigger boobs, but you're always like with, you know, people that are smaller chested, or like maybe you're into women and you're only ever with men. Like, you know, it could be like literally sexuality that's an issue here. The Nine of Pentacles, and then also just this relationship with yourself where you don't really give yourself the space to fully explore pleasure. It's more like aiming for the goal or aiming for the end, rather than like enjoying the process. Oh my gosh, yes, the Queen of, look at this. This card is really confusing if we linger on it for too long. But what I'm really getting here is it's like, be honest with yourself about what you're attracted to and who you're attracted to and why you, it's almost like you're attracted to something that you're like ashamed to be open about. And so the advice here really to embrace your sexuality is to embrace your sexuality, to embrace, to fully accept yourself as the sensual being that you are, and then be honest with yourself about what you find sensual. It's like you're like going by someone else's, maybe it's society's idea of what is sensual. You know, it could be a cultural thing for you that you think that you're supposed to be into this certain look, but you're not actually into it. So maybe start exploring what you are into. Queen of Air. Yeah, I feel like if you're into women, you're into bigger women than the women that you're with, and you want to explore that. Four of Air. There's something here too about Three of Water. There's something too about it's ideas. Letting go of control. Letting go of control. And exploring something. I feel like exploring this, you know, sensuality and what you find sensual and all of those things is really going to open you up emotionally as well. Like that's the missing piece for your vulnerability. Yeah. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful in some way. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, and take care.